comfortable. Both and everybody works for me. Blood for blood. WrestleMania in the palm.
WrestleMania 40 is now officially behind us, the end of Roman Reigns' 4-year run as undisputed WWE Champion. But if you find yourself missing out on the Tribal Chief, I highly recommend A&E's latest documentary on his unprecedented run. One thing that adds so much value to this doc is hearing from some of WWE's biggest draws about just how much they respect and even admire Roman. We get to see his family calling on him to reach his highest potential, bringing an added element of reality. And as you peel back the layers on Joe the Man, you see how the Tribal Chief is a culmination of all the hardships he has had to face. We get to hear the words of Joe's late brother Matt, and even get to see Jimmy Uso almost break down while mentioning Joe's true love for all the people around him. The Tribal Chief's run may be over for now, but it's time to acknowledge him as one of the greatest to ever do it.
He's going to come real quick, and then you can easily, relate to this poor, innocent sheep in the middle of the wolves. And that's what Sammy was within the bloodline. And we did the unthinkable. We took a set of young men, twins, who nobody knew the difference between. We personalized it. We made them individuals. We made people care about Jay. We made people wonder about Jimmy. It wasn't just, oh, we're the twins, the pairs, the Usos. Now we're starting to flesh out individual personalities.
My career has elevated because of him.
You want it, it's yours. I'm done.
Man, that storytelling and character and emotion trying to bleed through the screen and push through the screen, that's a whole nother different level.
The Tribal Chief said he wants peace. I don't give a damn what the Tribal Chief said.
I come out on the other side, a whole nother character. Right-hand man, main event, Jey Uso. I got a main event today from him. I learned everything from him. I thought I knew wrestling, but he knows, how to make you look like a bigger star.
We're able to showcase what I feel like people have been begging for a long time. Long-term storytelling. And that's a testament to the entire bloodline. Myself, Wise Man, Usos, Solo, and Sammy. You just can't do it in a tougher time for entertainment than I've done it.
We're competing against all these major, entertainment conglomerates, and everything in between and below, so.
As driven as you are to be successful at this, and it's an all-in lifestyle, right? What we do, you have to believe it, you have to be in it.
It's never like a situation, it's not a switch. It just is who I am. This is what it is. I'm always in.
Roman's not a people pleaser. He doesn't give a what anybody thinks about him. He can't, because that's always been the thing that's let him down. That's the difference between Joe and Roman, is I've taken one side of Joe and I've completely magnified it, spotlighted it,
Pyro in ring as usual.
and turned that dial all the way to max. He doesn't care what anybody thinks. He'll do whatever he has to do to be the very best.
Sometimes the bad guys win.
It's put me in a different mindset, a different emotional state. And that's how I've crafted Joe and Roman.
Roman Reigns has done it again. As the 900
This isn't a promo. I'm not, I didn't look in the mirror in the shower and come up with this stuff. This is as real as it gets. I'm the greatest of all time. This WrestleMania solidifies it.
You got that good hair, so the fans really loved the long hair, and he knew how to flip it back, but it still came down how Roman played on the field, and that's what fans appreciated.
I went undrafted to the Minnesota Vikings. They ended up releasing me.
He went to Canada and played football professionally.
You know, I had to make a choice if I wanted to continue to pursue football or...
That's how. It's my cameraman. These people. This comic.
Championship unification. WWE champion.
There is no way to embellish or exaggerate Mania.
From the wreckage one more time. Horrific memory burns. Still alive. Because they saw. Still want to go.
That's how. It's my cameraman. These people. This comic. I love this show, and everybody works for me. Blood for blood. You got screwed up, Roman. Roman Reigns. Gonna unleash the beast of 2 titles. I'm coming for blood! I'm going my head. And Brock's gonna have no choice but to win. Me! Hold the WWE Championship, the Universal Championship.
For 581 days old, champion.
Please take me back! It was all Roman's idea! To begin with!
Into the timekeeper's area, Paul Heyman sucked. How much did delivering the spear through the barricade by the beast incarnate? Lesnar in. Paul Heyman, what a sniveling coward he is. A count of 5 now. Listen, can Lesnar bring it to the ring? Brock falls to a knee. Brock Lesnar barely beat. Face of Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, and Lesnar is up and. Now look on Spear through the barricade. A second hellacious. Reigns now locked and loaded. Looked a bit surprised when Lesnar kicked it. Reigns looking for a Superman punch, and Lesnar's down. And Brock now slowly trying to get to his feet. As Reigns grows more confident, Reigns grows more dangerous. The Beast is stunned. Reigns again with a second Superman. Reigns wins this match. I don't think there's any arguing the point, Corey. Roman proud. A Superman punch right on the jaw of the WWE, and it's hard to argue with as we look once again. Brock Lesnar was just laughing as he makes it. Look at him! German suplex! Welcome to Suplex City, Roman Reigns! Third German suplex. Hall. And a 4th one, Corey, is just getting warmed up. Now it's Raw. The WWE Universe here at AT&T Stadium. Number 5 from the big. And this is the pace As exciting as Brock Lesnar is, he's equally as sadistic. First, and now another Superman punch. I believe that's 4. Connected. A 4th was attempted and countered by Lesnar. The head of the table, basking in the adulation. Lesnar away. Reigns went for the spear. Lesnar. And Roman Reigns positioning himself. Up to the leg to unify the titles. And Roman kicks it. It's Brock Lesnar with disbelief etched on his face. Where he never amazes me to see the suddenness of amazing size, speed, agility, and power. A lethal blend of Reigns, the Universal Champion, who right now is at the under the bright lights. Championship unification face of the Beast almost drove him in the referee Chad Off to the official, courtesy of another Reigns attack. Took advantage of the low blow. And I don't care how big, how bad. Heyman handing the championship into the ring. Oh, wait a second. Blow, and the official's down. Trying to get the official back to his feet. Roman Patton comes to. Cover. Hook of the leg down by Roman to unify the champ. A defiant WWE champ from the Tribal Chief. And then Reigns, but before the count of 3, the Beast is skipped away. These two, Corey, have been fierce.
I'm number 1.
Takes to keep Brock down. Lesnar still trying to recover from it. Reigns needs to do, Cole, but I can assure you, Roman is willing to do. And Roman, all the momentum in the world, taking Brock. Page out of the almighty Bobby Lashley's book earlier in the night, delivered. And again, the wide eyes of Roman Reigns, many years. Brock has been the Brock Lesnar. Corey's been a thorn in Reigns' side for many. Will Reigns tap? Is Reigns gonna tap for 581 days? Roman Reigns is in it. Reigns, he's got nowhere to go. He's got to drag a 286-pound man a few more feet. Just Brock's got 5. How much damage? Injured.
My tribal chief. My tried to grab the bottom rope and force a break.
Roman's arm's gonna snap.
Roman's I beg of you. I beg of you, my tribal chief. This is your legacy. My tribal chief. Rise up. This is your moment.
As Paul Heyman was practically. As Brock Lesnar lifts him up on the shoulders, Roman Reigns from behind. WrestleMania in the palm. Another spear and survival mode. Cover for the win. Here's your winner and the Universal Champion. Absolute shock. With the sudden, I think Roman just pulled his shoulder back in. I think correct. The else is Roman's arm is out. Roman, Universal Champion, undisputed. The titles have been unified. So off the spear, Chad Patton, unprotected, low.
Paid to portray a character on television.
I don't even know what pain is.
WWE wrestlers get paid to portray a character on television. Roman Reigns isn't actually a tribal chief, and Bobby Lashley is nowhere near as mean as he looks. But with Brock Lesnar, it's different. He doesn't portray a character, he's just himself. He's friendly and sociable with the people he likes, but if he doesn't like you, you're in trouble. His former roommate Shelton Benjamin talks about it in an interview.
Brock is not acting. Brock is not playing a role. Brock is Brock. He's a bad boy. What you're seeing on TV, that's not an act.
Recent reports suggest we may never see Lesnar in WWE again due to his involvement in Vince McMahon's alleged sexual offenses. McMahon, CEO of WWE, is accused of having supplied Lesnar with women to use as sexual partners. In this documentary, we take a look at Brock Lesnar's dark side. What is he really like?
Basically a legal street fight with a few rules. That's what I liked about it.
He always had a little bit of a temper and was very aggressive.
His mindset is filled with ambition, an ambition to put himself above the competition, to come out on top. It's not enough to participate, Lesnar needs to win. He doesn't care about the educational aspect of sports, and he doesn't care about other people's feelings. What fuels Lesnar is the feeling of being stronger, physically dominating others. In short, he loves to fight. In an interview, he says he was born to fight.
Look like a killing machine, don't it? Born to fight, fight to kill, but ready to die, but I never will.
Lesnar is a fighter. When people ask him what he wants to do with his life, he's stumped. All his classmates talked about being a firefighter or going to college, but not Lesnar. He wants a job that involves fighting, so at 17, he joins the military. As a soldier, he would defend the freedom of his country with his life. His family is proud, but Lesnar doesn't understand why all of a sudden he should be treated as a hero. All he wanted was a challenge and the opportunity to do what he does best and get paid to do it. However, when he is called in for his military service and subjected to routine health tests by the medical personnel, things take an abrupt turn, and Lesnar is assigned an office job due to his color deficiency. Lesnar has trouble distinguishing red from green, and at times, right from wrong. Again and again, he gets himself into trouble. He still loves fighting. He still loves the feeling of physically domineering others. He gets that thrill from winning a bar fight, but not from doing paperwork in the military office. So, he quits. He's disoriented, doesn't know where to go or what to do. Eventually, he starts working for a construction company, a typical small-town job, 9 to 5, wrestling industry, a gamble. Things go well for a while, but soon Lesnar realizes the true challenges of the wrestling business. The jam-packed schedule gets to him, and he longs for the free weekends that a regular job would afford him. Jumping from plane to plane, city to city, his distinctive red face wanted across the country for press calls and TV appearances, wrestling 5 nights a week, living out of a suitcase, and then the constant challenge of social interaction backstage. The touring lifestyle drains him. He's just not cut out for it. Because Brock Lesnar is an introvert, that doesn't mean he's reluctant, shy, a wallflower. Far from it. But introverted people need time alone to recharge and recover. However, with this hectic schedule, that was rarely possible. Lesnar emphasizes in interviews how challenging it is for him to be constantly dealing with people.
I really don't like people. I'm sorry, I don't. That's just who I am. That's why I live out in the middle of nowhere.
And I like to go and just get away from the people, and I just like to be left the fuck alone. It just exhausts me, and so I gotta go and like recharge up.
Lesnar wants to be left alone, and his lifestyle reflects that. Like his parents, he owns a ranch in a remote, rural area. No neighbors, no small talk. His property in Canada is secluded and highly secured, with an 8-foot fence around it and a security gate for entry and exit. This is the life Brock has chosen for himself. But of course that wasn't possible back in 2004. There were huge expectations for him to perform without fail, He was supposed to grow into an approachable backstage personality, to act as a locker room leader, an extension of Vince McMahon. But with the amount of social interaction that required, Brock found it hard to represent himself in a good light, let alone the company. He resorts to using alcohol, drugs, and painkillers to relax and distract himself, becomes increasingly more irritable, and gets himself into verbal and physical conflicts with his co-workers. For example, he once had a fight with Kurt Hennig when they shared an airplane to the next show. Hennig was drunk and provoked Lesnar. Eventually, the situation escalated. Annoyed by the strains of full-time travel, Lesnar tackled Hennig against the airplane door. He almost tore it off its hinges, terrifying all passengers. Around this time, the name Brock Lesnar had a distinct reputation as a loner, irritable, unpredictable, a real asshole. You better not mess with him. Soon Vince McMahon realized his predicament. The next big thing is everything he wanted as a wrestler, but not as a person. Vince needed someone who could represent WWE, and it wasn't Brock. He later found the perfect face of the company in John Cena. But Lesnar doesn't care. He wanted to leave, get out of the company, out of the hell that was working with WWE. Vince was angry that after everything he had done for him, Lesnar would just quit. But Lesnar is done, finished. He signs a dissolution agreement stating that he can't wrestle again until the year 2010. But Lesnar is not the type of person that lets a piece of paper dictate what he can and cannot do. He doesn't care about the contract and moves to Japan to work for New Japan Pro Wrestling, violating the formal agreement he had with Vince. The schedule there is more relaxed, and Lesnar enjoys the change of scenery living in a foreign country. New Japan officials recognize his potential early on and let him win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship in his very first match there. The legal dispute between Lesnar and WWE is eventually settled. Then, in 2006, Brock Lesnar fights Nakamura. The two of them would later meet again in WWE, something Nakamura said he wasn't too happy with. Money. He's earned that status. Vince is cautious. Maybe he's still a bit angry about what happened last time, but from a business standpoint, he has no other choice than to rely on Brock again. So he receives another push like no one has ever seen, and he gets to break The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. He gets to dominate John Cena and has a comfortable foothold in the world title picture. Lesnar is slowly finding his way into a sustainable lifestyle. He lives with his family at the secluded ranch in Canada. Every now and then, he pops up in WWE for the paycheck.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and tonight, as an advocate, I'd like to introduce you to my client. And new, reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world, Brock Lesnar!
In my mental thing. The water is 35 degrees, you know. It's no different than putting an ice bag on your elbow. When you jump in the ice bath, it's your whole body. And if you can sit in there for 10, 12 minutes, you know, you broke the mental stage of it, and now it's a physical thing. I'm recuperating my body, reviving my muscles for the next day of training. I'm always got the mindset of beating my opponent. Every repetition is for my opponent, you know. Get one more, you know, for him. I gotta train like a madman all year long. Makes me that much better. Outdo my opponent always.
The time is now to become part of something bigger than yourself. A force that will change the game.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Brock, first of all, what does it feel like to be back? And what did it feel like to beat a top 10 heavyweight after all these years off?
Oh, man. It took me a little while just to get acclimated. Words can't describe it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Brock, this is something that you've been thinking about for so long, working towards for so long. Where is your mind at now after beating a guy like Mark Hunt, who is a big heavyweight contender? You're right in the mix with one fight.
Man, one day at a time. I'm so happy to be in here. One thing I do want to do, America. A shout out to the men in uniforms that protect and serve this country. From sea to shining sea, from one white boy to all nationalities. We gotta stand together, people.
Brock, congratulations and welcome back, sir. Brock Lesnar.
I don't even know what pain is. I've been beat up, I've been cut, I've had broken bones. I don't feel anything. I just feel adrenaline. And that's what I live off of. I let other people feel pain. I ain't got time for it.
With this big deal coming. Wow! Both guys are evenly matched.
Rest period is underway.
Brock Lesnar just got himself disqualified. And Kurt Angle's up one fall to nothing.
Oh, look at this. Look who has possession of Stone Cold's ATV.
Lesnar looking in the eyes of that Texas rattlesnake.
Hey, taking a page out of the book of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The pride of Roman Reigns.
Oh, no. And Lesnar.
The pride of Roman Reigns is going to get him hurt.
Suplex City, bitch.
Why did I come back to the WWE? This isn't a feel-good moment. This isn't, oh, I missed coming through the curtain. I missed all the fans. At the end of the day, I don't care about anybody but Brock Lesnar. For me, this is strictly business. We need a guy to legitimize this company, and Brock Lesnar's that guy. We're tired of John Cena's bullcrap.
Lesnar's got Cena! They have 5!
John Cena's not the real guy. And the only reason John is in the spot that he is in is because I left. If I was still around for the last 8 years, John Cena's the guy that would be carrying my bags into the building. There's nothing about Brock Lesnar that's fake. And it was very evident when I took John Cena down and busted his mouth open. This is real. What's running through John Cena's mind? I don't give a crap what's running through his mind. What's more important is what's running down his leg. Piss, the guy's scared. The guy's scared. Piss. I'm not a superstar. I'm not a superstar. I'm an ass kicker. I am Brock Lesnar. That's it. There isn't anybody in the WWE, past or present, that has the accolades that I've got. Thrives to be the best. In high school, dominant.
I just want to be a wrecking machine.
In college, NCAA champion, dominant. Recruited by the WWE.
Here comes the pain.
They wanted me and they needed me. In WWE, three-time WWE champion.
At the time, the youngest WWE champion ever.
Look out! F5! An F5 to The Rock! Brock Lesnar is champion!
Left the WWE.
Everybody thought, here comes a guy that there's no way in hell that he's going to make it in the UFC. But I climbed that mountain.
Became the UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
And I proved everybody wrong.